Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Fortitude Fix. I hope you're well. My name is DaShanna, and in today's video I am bringing to you my baby girl's 3-month baby update as well as my 3-month postpartum update. I'm going to combine them both into one video, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and just keep on watching. All right everyone, I know it's been a while, but I wanted to sit down in real time, get this video out, and just talk about how life has been in this 4th trimester of life. A lot has happened. I don't even know where to start. We will talk about baby first, and then we'll follow up with me and see how I'm doing postpartum. Hopefully she will stay chill while I film this. Nova is taking a nap and my husband is downstairs. So let's go ahead and get into it before loudness ensues. She did not go to the pediatrician this month. She went last month. So at 2 months, she was about 12 pounds and 9 ounces. This is significantly different in terms of the chart from when she was born, and even that first like 2-week appointment, her percentile dropped a little bit from where it was in the beginning, and like they had to reweigh her. They were a little bit like, oh, is this right? Is this right? So she's perfectly on par. It's just that she was such a big baby that like it took a little bit of a dip, but she's not in any way unhealthy or low weight at this point. So everything is fine. It's just the percentile dropped a lot. She is doing very well. Aurora was sleeping with us in our room in that bassinet right behind us that is filled with laundry right now. But she was sleeping with us for about 2.5 months or so, and we realized she wasn't sleeping well. She was waking up extremely often when we probably should have seen a little bit of a shift in her sleep. So she was kind of sleeping like a newborn of a few weeks old, still at almost 3 months old. So what we ended up doing is moving her to her crib. We talked to her pediatrician about it, and it was fine in our case and in our situation. We feel that she slept a lot better in her crib. So that is where she is. One of the biggest updates is she is sleeping in her own room in her crib, y'all, and her sleep has gotten better. She does give us about a 5-hour stretch from when we put her down at bedtime. But then after that, she's up maybe about every 3 hours or so, and sometimes she'll give us a little bit of a longer stretch. It's a lot better than when it was when she was in our room. I was literally losing my mind. I filmed a morning routine, and in that video you can see like my face. I am just exhausted. I am so exhausted because she was waking up so much during the night. I will hopefully get that video out soon, and I'm so lucky to have my husband who often wakes up with her during the night, especially now that he is on paternity leave and I am back at work. We will talk about that in a second. We put the girls down at the same time, so their bedtime is between 7 and 7:30. We are more strict with Nova's schedule because she is sleep trained and she sleeps through the night, and we just keep her on that schedule. So if we need to put somebody down first, we'll put her down and then Aurora. But typically, because we are both here at night, we'll tag team it and we'll each take a kiddo and put them down for bed. So if you haven't seen our nighttime routine, go ahead and click the video. I'll leave it up in the iCards and in the description below. That is literally what we do every night and it just kind of works for us. All right, another big thing now that she is 3 months old is that she is really preferring the bottle and not nursing as much. So I was thinking perhaps she wasn't sleeping as well because she wasn't getting full. I noticed that when I would nurse her, even in the middle of the night, she would nurse literally just for a few minutes and go to sleep, and there was no waking her up to eat more. She would just wake up, eat until she was satisfied, and then fall back to sleep. But as you can imagine, she's not getting a lot, so she's waking up again in like an hour or so. And I was at wit's end, and I decided to check in with lactation. So I did have an appointment with lactation. I had a phone appointment, and then I actually went in person, and they watched me, you know, feed her, and she fed for 6 minutes. They weighed her before when we first got there, and I hadn't fed her in quite a while, so it was time for her to eat per their instructions. and then we fed and they weighed her again. So they wanted to see like how much she was eating. So she ate between 1 and 2 ounces during that visit in that 6-minute period. And so she would eat a lot more from a bottle. So I was realizing she wasn't eating a lot from me, and she was waking up because she was hungry. What they recommended that I do was like a nurse session, give her a few ounces in a bottle, and then pump. And so like doing that throughout the day to kind of help, you know, keep my supply with pumping, you know, to have a reserve and everything like that, but also continue to nurse. We did that for a while and it worked out really, really well. She was sleeping a little bit longer, even during the day, because she had had those like 2 ounces from the bottle as well as, you know, from me, and then she would kind of rest and be happy. Now though, she is sleeping in her own room and dad has taken over a lot more of the feeds since he's doing his last half of his paternity leave. So he bottle feeds, obviously, and he does the majority of the feeds, and I'll do like the 2 o'clock one, because that seems to be the hardest one for someone to do, for either of us to do while waking up with her at night. So the other partner just takes over that 2 a.m. feed. So since he's waking up with her the majority of the time, I took the 2 a.m. feed. So when I do that, I gave her a bottle, and she slept so much longer before she woke up again to feed. And yeah, and because we introduced the bottle a little bit earlier so that dad could help me more, I think that she just prefers the bottle and how easy it is to get milk and get fed. So yeah, that's what is going on. She, when hungry, will not take my breast. Like it is a hassle. She's screaming and screaming and screaming, and I try to nurse her and she just doesn't want it. So sometimes she rejects me completely. Sometimes she'll nurse for a little bit and then get annoyed, but she is really appreciating the bottle a lot more. So that kind of put me in like an emotional state. But as long as she's fed, she's doing well, she's thriving, she's happy and healthy, and that's all that really, really matters. This little one is so smiley. She's so excited. She recognized all of our faces. She loves to giggle and kick. She is so strong, okay? Her head control is awesome. She enjoys tummy time until she doesn't. So, you know, she gives us a good few minutes and then she's completely done. But her head, she has been lifting her head up for a couple of months now, which was wild to kind of see. So she is just growing very, very splendidly, and I love to see her and her big sister hang out and play. Nova just cannot get enough of her, and Aurora is so infatuated with her sister. It is just amazing to watch and witness, and I'm in love. It's adorable. Oh look, she fell asleep. Yay! One last thing about Aurora, she is very spitty. She spits up a lot. It's not a concern. I've talked to her doctor about it, but she like almost, when she was younger, it was almost after every single feed. Every time she ate, she would literally like spit it all up, it felt like. And it was just really hard to do and deal with. She's gotten a lot better now since she's able to get those big burps out. But yeah, she still spits up a lot and she just has a lot of drool. So something that has come in really, really handy are these bodysuits. So these bodysuits are absolutely amazing. If you can look, they actually button at the top and the bottom. So I love these because it makes it so easy to kind of just snap these off and get her out of this bodysuit to change her outfit. It also makes it super easy for tummy time and diaper changes. So there's the traditional snap, you know, between the legs, and then they snap at the shoulders as well. This is from a company called Tabeze. Thank you so much, Tabeze, for sending me these bodysuits. I am absolutely in love, and because Aurora is so spitty, we have to change her clothes a few times a day. So I love the ease and the access that these give us. So we have this beautiful burnt orange, super pretty. This one is like a mustard yellow. It's coming up a lot more yellow on the camera, but it's like a mustard. And then we have this really cute like teal blue one. So if y'all are interested in getting these bodysuits, I recommend them. They are awesome, super nice material, nice and soft, and honestly, this is genius. Having these snaps and buttons at the top is just amazing to pull down. You don't have to worry about getting any of that in their hair or anything. So I'll put the link down below. I love them and I know you will too. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about me. So it has been a very emotional 4th trimester. So that first 3 months after having your baby is called the 4th trimester. And for me, it's completely natural. I get it. You know, the hormones are going back and all over the place and just a lot is happening from cultivating life in your body for the past 9-10 months, right? So where to begin? I did film a video and I think a lot of you saw that and resonated with that, where I was in the car and I was just extremely vulnerable. That is how I was feeling. Things have gotten a little bit better. I'm very grateful to have the help of my partner, because with Nova, I wanted to do it all. And with this baby, I'm just like, nope, I don't have to. I need help. I need all the help. Come help me. I have been struggling with sleep deprivation before we kind of moved her to her room. So when she was here, when she was like very, very tiny, up until really not that long ago, it was really hard for me to wake up with her at night multiple times at night and deal with the sleep deprivation. A big thing for me is that I have returned to work. So I am back working. I am working from home, but being a working mom is hard, you know, even though I have support. My husband is taking over a lot of the majority of the night feeds. I'm waking up once, maybe twice a night, depending on how Nova is doing as well. I am eating a lot because I am pumping a few times a day and it takes a lot out of you, literally. So I'm eating a lot. I am nowhere near my pre-pregnancy weights. Speaking of which, we went to the store to get some clothes because we were doing a family photo shoot, and the person who was checking us out at the register assumed I was pregnant and asked, because of the clothes I was buying, asked if I was pregnant and having a girl. And I was so taken aback and I just was not in the mood, but I said, yeah, I'm having a girl. And I just kind of like went along with it. But that affected me. I didn't know that it affected me so much until, like, you know, really taking some time to think about it. And yeah, that happened. So, you know, don't assume someone's pregnant, even if they look pregnant to you, like without a shadow of a doubt, even if they look like they're gonna give birth in 10 minutes. Don't assume. Like, unless you're working in the place where people are coming to give birth and you know this person that you're working with is giving birth soon, like, just don't assume. At that point, you know that that person's giving birth, right? But if you're out in the world, just don't assume. Just don't assume. Don't assume. Don't assume. That affected me. So my issues with body image are kind of running rampant again, with the fact that I am starving and eating everything and all the carbs, as well as the fact that my body is the heaviest that it's been ever with this pregnancy and even now afterward. And I am not comfortable in my clothes. I don't like the way that I look in my clothes, and I have never seen my body like this. So there's a lot there, but that's what's going on with me. I'm also struggling a lot with self-care. I'm really just doing the bare minimum to take care of my girls, our house, and my husband. I don't have a lot of time, and I don't take a lot of time or prioritize a lot of time for myself, and I need to do better. I did recently, though, have my in-laws in town, and I was able to sneak away for 24 hours to get my hair done. I got it straightened. This is the aftermath of that, but I did get it straightened. I got my nails done. I went to a hotel and I stayed overnight by myself. I, you know, ordered in some food. Like, it was really, really nice, and I got to sleep uninterrupted all night long, and that was amazing. So if you want to see that video, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna have it posted very, very soon. But even just like enjoying a nice bubble bath, like I haven't done that. I haven't had a bath, you know, like, ugh. Showers are one thing. Taking the time to sit and soak, I should do that. That's fun. It sounds fun with candles. I love it. I need to prioritize. Prioritize yourself. It's important. I have been very emotional about her choosing the bottle over me. I enjoy the freedom that it gives. I think nursing for me was great, and I'm lucky and happy that I'm able to do it, but it also put me in a particular headspace of not knowing how much she's getting and if my body's producing enough, if she's getting enough, you know, if I'm waking up with, you know, sore nipples and doing all this, and it's just a lot. So I do enjoy the freedom, especially now that I'm back at work. It's just really hard to stop what you're doing and nurse. I mean, I can pop a bottle in her mouth and still do other stuff. I don't have to worry about sitting in the right position and having my breast out and wearing clothes that facilitate breastfeeding. And I'm done with the pressure. I'm so done with all of the pressure to exclusively pump or exclusively breastfeed or never give a bottle or like never give a pat, like all of these things that are out there. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't, honestly. And I'm just a strong believer in doing what works, and I'm finding out what works. And that's different for me and my family now than it was with Nova, and that's okay. I have to have a bit of a mindset shift there and just do what works for us now as a family of 4. And bottle feeding is what it is, and pumping to make sure that she is getting all of her bottles during the day is where it's at. So I do still nurse. I'm not exclusively doing one thing or the other, but when she's open to nursing, I will nurse, and when she needs a bottle, I have the milk on deck, and that's what works for me and my family, and that's what's keeping me sane. Okay, my sanity is important, and it's giving me the freedom to take meetings at work and do what I need to do there also. I absolutely love seeing my girls together. I love watching their bond. Aurora smiles at her sister, and her sister loves to give her hugs and dance with her and hold her and feed her and throw diapers away. Like, she's such a good big sister, such a good helper. And I love it. It does my heart so well. It is really tough though, mothering 2 girls without my mother. It's very hard, but I am trying to give myself grace, as well as know that my mom is here with us, and through her teachings, I am going to teach my girls, and inevitably she is still with us. So I'm trying to hold on to that. But as we head into the holiday season, as we head into fall, and you know, coming up on the 1-year anniversary in December, like there's just a lot of things going on with me, but I am dedicated to trying to focus on the positive. I had, like I mentioned, my self-care day, and also had a date night with my husband that week as well, and that was amazing. I don't know when the last time he and I went out by ourselves when I wasn't pregnant or when I didn't have a kid, so it's been a long time. That's what's been going on here, y'all. I'm gonna do probably a separate update about Nova, but she is not 2 yet. It's so wild to see her and see how big she is in comparison to Aurora, but no, she's not even 2 years old. She's getting big, y'all. She's getting so big, and I'm just doing it out here, okay? I am just doing my very best, and that is literally all we can do. We are doing well. Keep us in your prayers. Send us all the positive vibes, okay? As we continue to grow and thrive together. Follow me over on Instagram. I will see you all in my very next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, remember to fill your cup. Bye. See, y'all, I'm wearing the little ring that I wore when I was pregnant because I can't fit my actual wedding ring. You're cute though.